Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and welcome back to the next episode of the acdc Back in Black series. If this is the first video you've seen in this series, I'm posting a brand new song lesson for every single song on the acdc Back in Black album. This is the third episode of this series, and in this video, you're gonna learn how to play What Do You Do for Money, Honey, as recorded by acdc on guitar. Now this song has some great rock guitar moves in it. I'm gonna break it all down for you step by step, so when you're done with this video, you'll have everything you need to go and play right along with the original recording. But before we dive in, if you're new here, I wanna hook you up with a gift right away. I put together this awesome fretboard guide that's gonna show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to map out the entire fretboard. And this is so important to know if you want to learn to play in a key, or you want to learn to solo, or just really expand your fretboard knowledge. So when you're learning songs, you can put it all together in a simple way. Just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide to grab your copy completely for free, or use the first link down below as well. All right, well, with that said, let's get into it. Let's break down how to play What Do You Do for Money, Honey, as recorded by acdc on guitar. We're going to start off with the intro, and it's very similar to what we play in the chorus. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we've got some big power chords here opening this song up. We're gonna start out on an E power chord, and this is played just on the low strings here, open 2, 2. Just using my index finger there. Then we're gonna go to a G chord, and I'm gonna play this more of an acdc Angus Young style G chord. So instead of like this, what I'll do is I'll play the 3rd fret of the low E, and then often just mute the 5th string, then open, and 3 on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Now you could, if you want, also add the 3rd fret on the 1st string, like that, or you could just stop at the 2nd string. Those are usually my go-to acdc style G chords. So we're gonna go from E to G. Then we're gonna go D to A, and D is just from the 4th string down like this. Open, 2, 3, 2, and then A, we're gonna play just like the E5, but we're gonna bring it down 1 string. So it's gonna go E, G, D, A, like this. Now rhythmically, I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's 1 strum on E, 1 strum on G, then 2 on D, and 2 on A. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're gonna do that 3 times. Then after that, we're gonna go E to G and just hold the G like this. Then we go into this figure. We're into the verse there. So here we're using more power chords, but higher up the neck. I'm gonna play an E power chord down to a D power chord. And I'm playing just 2 note power chords here, the 7th fret of the 5th string and the 9th fret of the 4th string. Then I'm gonna drop that down 2 frets to D. Notice that I'm using my index and my pinky for these power chords. And the reason is because the next chord is an A over C sharp. And what I'm doing is playing that D5 power chord, but then I drop the index finger 1 fret down to the 4th fret. So I have 4 and 7. So, okay, rhythmically I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and. So the E's on the downbeat, 1 and 2, and the D's on the and of 2, and then the A over C sharp is on the and of 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2. Then I'm gonna go G, D over F sharp down here. And these, the first time I play it here, are gonna be short. So what I'm doing is a G, just like we did earlier, and then to D, now I'm taking that F sharp note and putting it in the bass with my thumb. So I'm playing the 2nd fret of the low E there. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Then we go D and slide back up to E. Do the same thing again. This time we're gonna let those chords ring out, the G and the D over F sharp. So all together it goes. Then the verse starts, same thing. Okay, now here we have a little variation. So on that 3rd time, we're gonna go E, D, A over C sharp, G, D over F sharp, then slide back up, D to E. Okay, then we got this little variation where we bring in the low E string. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. And then you could just play an E power chord, or you could do this lick. Kind of a little hammer-on into the power chord there. I'm playing 7 and 7 on the 4th and 3rd strings, and then hammering that to 9 and 9. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 just restart. Okay, then we get the pre-chorus. Now, we're gonna start with that same progression, but we're gonna let all the chords ring out. So instead of going like, we're gonna go. So just letting them ring. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then we're into the chorus there. Honey, what do you do for money? So the pre-chorus is just a couple bars here. We're walking down E, D, A over C sharp, G to D, then walk back up. Now the 2nd time, instead of going to A over C sharp, you jump down to this A chord here, just the open position A. You hit that chord, and then you just build 8th notes for and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. This is going into the chorus. So for the chorus, remember I said at the intro that the intro is basically the chorus. And so what we're gonna do is just play that figure, the E to G, D to A, 4 times. So it's gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have a little instrumental interlude. It's like a re-intro. We're gonna play that same progression that we used in the pre-chorus. Then we're back to the verse. So that's E down to D, A over C sharp, G, D over F sharp, then D, E, slide back up, and you're back to the verse. So here's the verse, and I'll play it for the 2nd time, move it into the pre-chorus, and then I'll go to the chorus as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the variation. Repeat. Pre-chorus. Go into the chorus. 4 times. From there, we have these hits before we go into the guitar solo for the bridge. We're gonna do 4 hits on an E. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. On the third one, we're gonna let it ring out. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 4, 2, 3, 4. So that's gonna sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Then we go into the guitar solo, and there's this really cool bluesy rhythm figure that goes between an A and a D power chord. Sounds like this. So I'm playing just the A power chord here, 2 strings, open in the 2nd fret. Then I'm pulling that 3rd fret of the 5th string. Just a slight kind of bluesy bend. Then go to a D power chord. Then reverse it back to the bend and then the A. So 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and bum, 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 bum. It goes 8 times. Then we come out of this, we go to an E power chord. Then we go back to the interlude figure. So what I played coming out of the bluesy part was just E, 2, 3, 4, E, G, D, and then I play open strings and go back to the E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and then we jump up here. It's like the re-intro. Then we go to the pre-chorus. To the A. Then it's chorus all the way out. There are a lot of great rock guitar tricks to learn from this song, whether it's playing open chords with distortion, you know, the way that Angus Young sort of edits. He doesn't play like those folk style chords. He plays more power chord shapes, and those sound great with distortion. So take your time with this song and just go over any parts that are unclear, and when you're ready, go and play it along with the recording. And to help you even more, be sure to pick up my ultimate fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to map out the entire fretboard. And this works for any style of music, and I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below as my gift to you. So hope you enjoy that. Also, before you go, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment down below and let me know your #1 AC/DC song. Which one is your favorite? Comment it down below. As always, thanks for your support with the videos, and we'll see you in another one real soon.